All right, so that was fun. And I got some sugar in me. So now we're heading to Wolseley Plumbing Supply. And one thing I thought I would share is kind of a fun fact about going through the design process with our clients, especially a lot of husband and wives. Men typically we've got our opinions, right? After 50 some odd years, 40, 50, 60 years of life, we've got our opinions and we kind of know what we like, right? But what's interesting is that every time we do design with clients is that the husband's usually, I know what I like, that's it. But then once they go through the design process, and this is one of the things that Michelle is so great at, is just as she starts to lay out options, the husband's like, oh, I like that. And it was something he didn't know he was gonna like. It could be handle color, something as simple as handle color. And a lot of men will say, oh, I don't care, this is all for the kitchen, it's all hers, it's all good. But no, they always care. They always have opinions, which you should, because you are living in this space, right? This is your space and you gotta love it. So the funny thing, though, is that it's always great to see someone go through a process where they now like something they didn't know they could like. And once they see it all come together, then it's exciting. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a process. So what I think it's important to understand for clients is that you're open-minded. You're open-minded to a look, you're open-minded to a style, you're open to new looks, new styles, things like that. And because also too, one of the things that always drives our design decisions is we want you to have something that is going to be, I hate using the word timeless. I just think that's so cliche, but we do want you to have something that's going to now not be outdated in a couple years. And that can happen a lot. In Calgary, where we live, is for years, everything here was like gray. We had a client a couple years ago where they were finally ready to renovate, and the couple was like excited about doing all this gray. And Michelle was like, hey, things have actually changed now. And the trend now is to this different like colorway. And if the client had just gone with gray, as that trend died, they would now be stuck with a kitchen for the next 25 years that was now out of date once it was done. So beware of that. Don't do that. We want to make sure you don't do that.